powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the Noon News from Montana's news leader.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us for your statewide noon news. I'm Aja Goare. Our top story today in western Montana, new evacuation orders are underway in Ravalli County as the Lolo Peak fire rages on. The sheriff's office is telling residents in the Florence area to leave. The fire is now 34,000 acres. Those orders in effect for all residents west of Florence Carlton Loop south to One Horse Creek Road, and those west of Highway 93 from One Horse Creek Road to Sweeney Creek Loop. The new order area includes all residents on Sweeney Creek Loop north of and on Outback Road, including Woodtick Hollow, Sweeney Creek Trail, Upper Sweeney Creek Loop, Hill Drive, Copeland Lane, and Smith Fork. Evacuated residents are asked to check in at the Ravalli County Search and Rescue Command van located in the Super One parking lot in Stevensville. Fire operations on the northern side of the Lolo Peak fire were shut down for some time Wednesday after shots were fired near Mill Creek. It was just a recreational shooter, but authorities say shooting is prohibited under Stage 2 restrictions for both firefighter safety and fire danger. The sheriff's office placed a roadblock at Highway 12 and Mill Creek Road to limit access to residents. Well, a set of bizarre circumstances sparked a wildfire near Great Falls that burned about 40 acres. The fire, located north of the Missouri River along the Rainbow Dam Road, was apparently caused by a hawk carrying a bull snake in its talons. Take a look at this video. Here's what's left of the hawk and the snake. The Black Eagle Fire Department says the investigation determined the hawk had just caught the snake. As the snake struggled to break free, it touched a nearby power line, which then sparked, sending a current through the two animals, killing both. No buildings were burned, but several utility poles were damaged. Multiple fire departments responded and were able to douse the flames within an hour. For the past 24 years, one man has spent his summers living alone atop a mountain in the Montana wilderness as a fire lookout for the U.S. Forest Service. Here's the story of Leif Hogan.
There's really no difference between here and home. It's just everything's compacted down to a 14 by 14 room. Once you start staffing your lookout, you're going to be working 10 days on, 4 days off. Late June until usually mid-September, it's a pretty quiet existence. This is my 24th season as a fire lookout. Really, it's just you and the wind, and the time just melts away. My name is Leif Hogan, and we're at Tomah Lookout. A fire lookout is a structure that sits on top of a mountain or ridge top that has a good view of the surrounding country. And the staffer then is tasked with living there for extended periods to watch for fire. It's funny because I get a lot of questions about the standard day. You wake up with the sun. I mean, it's hard to sleep in a room of glass much beyond sunrise. First thing I'll do is make a cup of coffee. And usually I'll have that first cup of coffee on the front porch. Sit out there, watch the sun come up. Certainly every morning I go out for a walk. I check in at 10.
Oh, okay, good morning, go ahead.
Hey, good morning. I have 67 degrees. I take the weather every day at 2.
Winds are calm, skies are clear.
And check out at 4:15.
Everything is very sound and clear. Have a good day.
I think the solitary nature, when there's really no fires going, the only thing I might do is check in on the radio twice a day. That might be the only time I really talk, unless I'm talking to myself. I think what's so tricky sometimes talking about the lookout experience is you're not talking to anybody about it. So you more intuit it, you more experience it. I think that's why I always use the term resonance, because you just can feel it and sense it. Maybe that's fanciful, but it certainly is the way I feel about it. You know, you just find yourself sitting on the porch watching the world go by for hours on end. It's beautiful. When you look at, the lifestyle of a fire lookout, it can be a hard choice at times too. I'm missing a wedding tonight. Over the course of summer, you might miss a lot of stuff in your life. But certainly every summer I keep coming back because living on top of a mountain for days on end is just such a beautiful chance at making a life of it.
We turn now to our lookout on the weather scene. Ed McIntosh, what can you tell us about the fire danger around the state?
You know, they're going to be very busy here as we start getting into the next 24 hours, Asia, all across Montana, particularly in the short term here in western Montana. Already some showers and thunderstorms showing up as we take a look across the state on our Doppler network, and that's going to push right through areas from the Flathead Valley. It's already been moving through there towards Missoula, but at the same time, well, it could bring a little bit of rain with it. It also brings the potential for wildfires. Of course, we still have our air quality concerns with the smoke from the fires that have already been burning through west central Montana. But for this afternoon, critical wildfire conditions and a red flag warning into effect for areas of the southwest portion of the state. Thunderstorms that develop in those regions could create lightning and gusty winds. More on that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Ed. We'll check back in. Montana's self-proclaimed mountain man, convicted of kidnapping a woman near Big Sky in 1984 and killing the man who came to rescue her, is now free. 86-year-old Donald Nichols was paroled from prison on Wednesday after serving 32 years of his 85-year prison sentence. Nichols was convicted of killing Alan Goldstein, who had come to rescue Carrie Swenson. Nichols and his son Dan had kidnapped Swenson while she was jogging. Swenson was held captive in the woods for 2 days and chained to a tree. Goldstein was shot and killed by Nichols when he stumbled across the campsite where she was being held captive. Nichols will be living in Montana and Great Falls, but he is restricted from visiting Madison, Park, and Gallatin counties. He will live again in Great Falls and check in with probation and parole there. The former Missoula police officer fired from the state crime lab for stealing prescription narcotics will not serve prison time. 55-year-old Stephen Brester was sentenced Wednesday to 10 years of probation. He was charged with tampering with public records, criminal possession of dangerous drugs, and tampering with evidence. Brester began working with the Montana State Crime Lab back in 2014 after a 20-year career in law enforcement. Prosecutors say Brester became addicted to pain pills after a car accident and began stealing narcotics from the crime lab. The Montana Attorney General's office estimates at least 50 drug cases across the state were affected by Brester's actions. In other news today, Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke says today he is recommending none of the 27 national monuments under review by the Trump administration be eliminated. Conservationists aired this message, worried that protections could be lost after the Trump administration announced its review. But Zinke says boundary adjustments and other changes to a handful of monuments are included in his recommendations today to the president. Zinke promised none of the sites would be reverted to state or private ownership, and he added public access for hunting, fishing, or grazing would be maintained or expanded. President Trump acted on complaints that a century-old law had been misused to create oversized monuments that hinder energy development, logging, and other uses. Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks biologists are on alert after numerous dead fish were found in the Yellowstone River. Official test results won't be back until next week, but authorities are concerned it could be similar to last summer when a microscopic parasite killed thousands of whitefish and suckers in the Yellowstone. FWP says right now there isn't enough information to determine if the fish deaths are disease-related. FWP staff floated downstream from Livingston this week and counted a total of 75 dead mountain whitefish, 2 dead suckers, and 1 dead brown trout. Last summer's outbreak of PKD led to an emergency closure of the Yellowstone and its tributaries. Anyone who sees dead or dying fish in the Yellowstone River is asked to contact FWP at the number on your screen. And a heifer on a Madison County ranch has tested positive for brucellosis. The Montana Department of Livestock issued the alert today, stating that the infected animal is within Montana's designated surveillance area. The brucellosis-infected animal was first identified during voluntary herd testing on a Madison County ranch. The National Veterinary Services Laboratory confirmed the infection after euthanizing the animal. The ranch is now under quarantine, and testing of all other animals on the ranch is already underway. Straight ahead on the noon news, a landslide leaves several missing, and a Swiss town will take you to the scene. But first, let us look at our weather forecast. Stay with us.
You're watching